And PitchGrounders, we are live with a new SaaS with us. And this SaaS is called Simplify CloudLAN. And as the name suggests, what does the name suggest? It's CloudLAN. That means cast your local web applications, services, and files to the team or across the world, wherever they are, over secure, VPN. And we have the team CloudLAN with us here, and his name is Praneeth, and he is the product designer at CloudLAN. Hi, Praneeth. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Minak?
Fantastic here. And we have the whole team of CloudLAN actually with us. This is Yash joining in. Hi, Yash. How are you doing?
Hey guys, doing great. Yes.
So Yash is like the silent co-founder here, who will be at the background, and he's going to be sharing his screen with us all the time. And you're going to see CloudLAN live. And so that let's wait for people to join in and do a 30-second pre-roll. Yes, that's 3 to 1, and we are live with Simplify CloudLAN. And in today's webinar, we're going to talk everything about this product. And if you are a business that is having a team, which is currently, of course, remote, but due to COVID, due to sad circumstances, then this webinar is for you, because we're going to show you everything that there is to know about this product. What is CloudLAN? How does it work? And how remote teams can benefit a lot from CloudLAN. There are already people joining in. Mahesh Shrestha, hi, how are you doing? And there are people who are joining in. Amandeep, Dave, and everyone who's dropping in live. We have around 15 viewers right now. That is amazing. So, Praneeth, would you like to tell us like about this tool? What is it? What does it do, etc.? Everything. Praneeth, you are kind of stuck on the screen right now. Can you hear me, or is the audio everything clear? I'll remove you and re-add you to the stream. I hope this is clear. So guys, if you can confirm us whether you can see us or if I'm totally fine, let me know in the comment section down below, and that would be great if you can see everything right. Okay, so we have lost a bit of connection here, but we are adding the founder Yash, who's here with us, and he's going to share everything about there is to know about CloudLAN. So Yash, how are you doing?
Yeah. Hey guys. All right. So
But
yeah. Okay.
Praneeth is back,
Okay.
and
Yeah, technical issue, guys.
yeah,
Sorry, I'm still on
I
Wi-Fi
guess this is
and
what happens when you're working with remote teams. This small
yeah,
hiccups, happens all the time, and it's all right. So Praneeth, is this your first webinar by any
not
chance?
exactly. I think it's my third or fourth.
Welcome. Because with
Yeah,
PitchGround, we'll be doing many more webinars to come, because webinars are the way we connect with our community, who is here to watch everything that you say about you, the team, the product, everything. And so people are here, they want to know about you, they want to know about what is CloudLAN and how CloudLAN can help remote teams, especially developers. So why don't we get started with that, Praneeth, and with your
yeah.
introduction?
So my name is Praneeth, and I'm a product designer, and I also do front-end development. So Simplify was actually a product that was, going to. We were actually working on a much bigger product before COVID. We were working on a entire cloud infrastructure for network setups in offices and airports and restaurants and shopping malls. So any infrastructure related to these large Wi-Fi setups and everything, we were working for a cloud product for that. So while we were in the full speed of doing that and developing that, COVID hit and all of our team had to go remote. So and we were really productive before the lockdowns and everything, and we were getting things done at a much fast pace and everything. So once it went full remote, while every other aspect was taken care of, there are communication was Slack and Zoom was okay and all these things, but our development speed got hit. So what happened was we were all sitting together in the office while developing and designing, and front end developers would talk to back end developers. They were sitting beside each other, and all the services that are running to host the applications were debugging faster. Because we didn't have to rely on any servers or any CI/CD while we were developing. So this thing kind of was an inconvenience for us, and we wanted to kind of set up a cloud LAN, which is like a network on the cloud while we were working remote. So basically, all the team would be sitting where they are in different cities, and we'd still be able to host our local machines on a single network. So what happens is when backend developers and front-end developers are working, so they can debug faster. So that is the premise of how we came up with this idea. And we started off with a very simple use case testing, and as we kind of kept tinkering into that and developing the product, it became a very robust product. I mean, it solves a lot of use cases for developers. So yeah,
Indeed.
you can, yeah.
Especially because I was looking at the product this morning, and it's like a dream for developers because everyone can access each other's systems very easily. It's like network attached storage. People who don't know about NAS, it's like a storage that's there online. You can attach, you can store your files and then download them anytime. But with this cloud LAN, they need not be in your network. They could be sitting anywhere and accessing the files, guys, thus increasing productivity. Your team is going to love if you're going to use cloud LAN. If you're having a team, a remote team especially, because PitchGround is remote, and we have people from across the world, and we were remote from the start basically before COVID, so we were kind of able to cope up with this. It was like not any normal day with us, but for you guys it was like a different. You had faced sudden issues that you weren't expecting, and you guys have built a product that our users are dying to see right now, because we are getting some amazing engagement here from Dave, and then from another Facebook user, and then from Amandeep, and then yes, you're just dropping a like.
Yeah.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
So
So
yeah,
Praneeth,
yeah.
let's get started. That's what
Yeah,
I
let's
was
get
about to
started.
say.
So Yash will start with the demo. So we'll actually give you. You can start sharing the screen. So
Perfect. So yes, your screen is visible and you can talk.
so yeah. So we. This is the premise, right? You can develop together even when you are apart. So it's like you never left the office. So even though remote was familiar to us, we did have a certain hybrid culture of remote and on location. But we really went down to the nitty-gritty details onto tripping on what is that the finest development workflow that we can achieve. So this is the a product demo that you can see on the website as soon as you land on it. So so there are primarily 4 things that you can do with the product. So first thing is you can share your local host with your team. So if you are a front-end developer or if you are a back-end developer who's running a local server, that local server can be accessed by any of your team member on the internet without actually hosting this application anywhere else. The application just lives on the developer's computer. So the advantage of doing this is that you can debug faster and you can actually get feedback faster. So all these things are crazy if you take into the consideration of the speed of development. So that is the first part. So you can basically share your local host. The second part is while you are actually developing the application, let's take the case of a website. Okay, so when a front-end developer is developing a website, and he or she usually has to put it on some kind of hosting, and if you're on to using some newer tools like Netlify or faster tools like Vercel, it's still you have to kind of like do the production build and then you have to host it. But this works in real time, where your backend developer who might be sitting on other side of the continent or another city can work with you while you are coding, and everything is in real time. So that is one of the biggest advantages to this product. And the third most interesting thing is we already developed the infrastructure to access your local hosts and local files. So this is the third thing, where you can also actually share a folder. So without actually uploading any files to the drive, or even like sharing it on Slack or anywhere, you can just give direct access to your folders on your local machine to your team members. So you can just share one folder that you want your team to have access to, and they can just keep accessing that. And the fourth thing is the webhook and API. So like if you have certain use cases where you want to have webhooks to for some use cases like payments and those kind of things, then you can use the same feature to host those API links and webhooks.
Perfect.
So
And
we'll
speaking of webhooks and everything, people would love to know about the integrations that you're offering.
Yeah, so we can get into the product, I guess. Start now.
Yes.
Yeah, that will
So
give you the picture.
it's perfect.
By the way, I think I need to plug in my laptop. Sorry.
Remote work, hashtag remote work.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So when you guys see get simplified cloudland for you, this is the login page that you get after completing all the redeem instructions. This is the page. So Praneeth, you can proceed with this.
Yeah, so from here you can choose the application of your choice. You can we support Windows, Mac OS, and Linux as of now. So Yashwant is on Windows, so he's going to download a Windows application. I think if he already has it downloaded, then you can sign up. So so he's signing up right now, and once the sign up is successful, you'll get a verification email. So we open that email and we confirm and verify the account.
Perfect.
So once Yashwant confirms his account, I think he's doing it in the background.
Yeah. So we are confirming the account, and after the account is confirmed, this you will get a confirmation email, and then you can get started with using the product. And then I mean, if StreamYard had an option where we can play some music while there is
That
slow
would
internet
still
or we have
be,
internet issues, that would be great. I mean, after this webinar, I'm just gonna go to StreamYard and just tell them like, hey, we need some kind of music like that.
yeah, that would fill the awkward silence if there is an internet issue.
It's all right. It's all right. Pitchgrounders are here. We are here. Everyone's a family. There's no awkward silence at all. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. And in the meanwhile, Praneeth, why don't you tell us about how this deal come on PitchGround? You know,
Well, I think
how did
Yashwant would be the
yeah?
better person to answer that.
Yes,
Yashwant, do you
Yashwant.
want to answer?
Yeah, I think between the screen share and the the casting, my internet got screwed. Yeah.
Happens all the time, Yashwant. It's all right. It's a part of remote work. It's a part of webinars. I mean, see, if it's your third or fourth webinar, you're 100% bound to make mistakes. And what happens is like, even if I scroll back and look at my own webinars, I can't look at them. By the way, my first or second webinar when I did that, I was like so nervous. I'm like, oh, okay, what do I say next? Oh my god, people are watching here. Oh my god, people are dropping likes and comments and everything. And we grow like that, and it's totally all right. Pitch grounders are here. And guys, if you are a freelancer, this is not for you. This deal is not for you. I just want to tell it straight up. This is for teams. This is for teams who want to collaborate and work together, who are separated with different locations across different states and even different countries, just like us. So, and especially useful for developers because they had their own issue. The team Cloudland Simplify, they had their own issue. They weren't able to collaborate properly. COVID just messed up everything, and they built this product in house. And right now they've decided like, oh, this product is actually amazing when it comes to collaboration and teamwork. It's working for us, so why don't we share it with other people? And that's why this product came into existence, and we are doing a launch on PitchGround, which gives access to different kinds of people from different countries. So where until then the screen loads, can you tell me which country are you joining in from? I'm from India, by the way. Praneeth, you're from Hyderabad, I guess, India.
Yeah, I'm from Hyderabad too.
Perfect. Even I'm from Hyderabad, by the way, but I'm staying in Bangalore.
Okay.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I think everybody apart from Kanit is from Hyderabad on our team.
Oh, great. You really had to, face that issue and then
Yeah,
build a product. And
yeah.
I
Very.
I
can
mean, it
totally
was
understand how the product was
interesting,
built,
man.
you know.
Yeah.
I, and I think I'll just jump onto another system. Something is wrong with the system altogether.
It's all right, Yash. Let us know when you jump onto other system. Until then, we will talk about the product. Until then, we'll see the pitch grounders that are coming in from India, Ahmedabad, amazing different places across India and across the world. That's right. And Praneeth, huge is your team? Like, how many members are there in your team?
So we are 10 full-time people right now. So
Wow,
I think around 5 or 6 is backend, including me and Kanit is front end and design. So and there are a few people on marketing and sales or things like that,
interesting,
including Yashwant.
interesting. Like,
Yeah.
what other stuff that you guys do apart from Cloud LAN?
Yeah, so we were actually building from 4 years. We were actually building a SaaS product that kind of like brings the network infrastructure, modernizes the network infrastructure. So if hospitals, shopping malls, airports, and and big office spaces which
Mhm.
have this network setup, all the access points and everything. So it's usually done by big guys like Cisco and all these guys, but they are very too teched out and too costly, and only like huge multinational companies would be able to access them. So what we did was like we kind of like simplified it that super well, and we were building a product that fits into the IoT category. So you can actually control all your access points, routers, and gateways across your huge buildings and infrastructures. And you can
Indeed.
also like control who's using the Wi-Fi and enable quotas and everything. We were in the middle of doing this, and we actually had a product before this year, and we were improving that product. And this happened in the middle. So I think
Ah,
Yashwant is back.
perfect, perfect.
So this is a simple way to create your account. So once you have the verification link, so you just give yourself a nickname so that whatever name works for you and your team, whatever your team calls you, you can just add it there, and then you just go and launch the application. And here we are on the application. So the concept is that once you have downloaded, we create a room which is your team room, and we invite people on there. So right now it is your room is being prepared, which means in the background you are actually being allocated a server, so that is going to be accessed by your teammate. So that is what is happening in the background right now. And let me just walk you guys through the PitchGround redemption. So you can click on the profile, and that will take you to this account management page. So here you can go to the PitchGround deal, and you can copy your code that you got. So we are going to do that right now. So this year, once you buy the PitchGround deal, you will get a coupon code which you can redeem, and that will give you all the limits, and it will create a room for you with that deal.
Yep.
Okay, now this room is created and it's ready to be set up. So by default, you get a free room, but this is the one that you purchase from PitchGround. Your free room usually has limits, and it is for just trial purposes. So this is what you create a new room once you redeem your coupon. And based on the location that you are in, will by default pick up a location, a server location that has the least amount of latency. But you can also just verify if that is the proper server. And now, right now, we are connecting to Bangalore because that is the fastest server that Yash can access as of now. So now the room verification and preparation is being completed. So yeah, so in the room, so these are the things that are on limits with PitchGround. So users are basically number of your teammates that you can add to the room. So you have a limit of 10 users in this case. And then you have team VPN data, and the servers are another use case that we'll get into a little bit later. So first, we have your team VPN data and CloudLAN data. So if you buy the PitchGround deal, you get unlimited CloudLAN data. And your team VPN data is used in when you have a VPN. So if you go, and yeah, you can also change your name. So we're going to just change it to Skunkworks right now. So other people can actually invite you. So if somebody invites you, or you invite somebody, this is how you get your notification, and you can just join that. So right now we are joining into a team that has already been used by us. So this is Simply5 Dev, and all of our teammates are on here. So I'm going to walk you through the use case one. So Kenneth development server on his local machine. And Yashwant will access it on his computer. So they are cities apart, miles apart, completely remote. So Kanit is gonna start a development server. So you can start sharing Kanit's screen, I guess. This is Kanit's machine, and he's gonna run the local build for Simply5 website. He's already running that.
Yep.
So while he's developing, this is how usually developers access if if you have any non-developer people just get it.
Yeah. So basically,
So
we are sharing Kenneth's screen right now. What you just previously saw was Yesh's screen, and right now we are sharing Kenneth's screen, and we're gonna show how easy it is to interchange and
yeah.
link.
So Kanith is gonna copy the host that he's casting to his room. So he copied that, and he just gave it a nickname for the team to recognize it. He named it Simply5 website, and he added that service to the cast. And it is being and he'll start the casting. Okay, now this will be accessible, and he also started casting on a public URL. So with the public URL, even you, Manang, can access the local build. So you can share this with anybody in the world, and even you can access this local build. And
Yep.
with the team URL, only team can access. And this is a case specific to some scenarios where you would want to share it with your people that are not on your team, but you still want to give them access to just review it. So we'll now move to Yashwant's screen so that he can access Kanit's local build.
Perfect. We've added Yashwant's screen right now, and
yeah, now on Yashwant's screen, he can see that Kanit is hosting the Simply5 website, which he just did. And he's going to copy whatever the URL. Because Yashwant is on the team, he can both access public and team. We'll go with the team one now. If you want to connect with the team, you need to be connected to the team room. So you need to connect to the room. So this, what happens when you click connect is that your internet is actually being routed through the CloudLAN, basically. So
Yes.
now here, you can just copy and just whatever Kanith is running there, you can just see it on here. Now this is Yashwant's computer, and you're seeing his screen. And this is actually pulling the build from Kanith's machine.
Indeed. And Bill, you have just joined the webinar. It's all right. Yes, there is a program that your teammates need to install. Whether if you're on Windows or Mac OS or Linux, it works everywhere.
You can just download it from the website, and yeah.
Yep. So we are currently on Yashwant's screen right now.
Yeah, and he is actually accessing the Simply5 website from Kanith's local machine. And here's the magic. Here's the magic. So if Kanith makes a change on his machine, that will be reflected directly here. So we just changed that.
Wow.
So
We
this
just
is
changed. Guys, this is like, not a live website. Live website is a different one. This is a project that Kanith has shared with Yashwant on a public link that even I can access it. I'm not even part of their team, but I can just quickly access it by myself. And as you can see, we can write it anywhere. Kanith is just changing everything in the background, and
yeah.
that's there.
Kanith, can you just change it once again for people to see it again?
So,
Then he's
so
going
this
to
is a
change something.
public link, guys. You can give it to your clients or you can give it to your developers, and it's changing real time. Even I can access the link. If I share my screen, it's going to be the same.
There are two kinds of links actually. So one is a public. You can choose to not do the public. So public
Okay.
is for when you want to do it to the public, and there is a team that is only specific to the team. So for you to access team, you need to be connected.
Indeed. And in the meantime, we are getting another question from Mehul. He's asking which Linux distro it supports, like CentOS or 7, Ubuntu 14 or 16.
So Kanath is the best person to answer that. So
Yes,
just
Kenneth. Can you tell us
Yeah,
which
hi.
Linux distro does it support?
So for now, we have like public builds for like Ubuntu only, and in future, like in the upcoming weeks, we can support CentOS and everything.
Okay, in the upcoming weeks, the people are gonna release an update where you can, download it for CentOS, Ubuntu, etc.
currently, it's only for Ubuntu.
Yeah. Perfect. I hope that answers your question, Mehul. If there are any more questions, guys, just keep them coming because we're gonna answer every single question that you have. And
yeah, Yashwant currently acting another being casted by our backend lead. He is Krishna, and he is casting our backend API GraphQL server. And you can Yashwant just can access it just by copying the link from the product, and he is accessing anything, everything that is being listed. Let's go to the next use case, which is you can also share your folders. So Yashwant is going to demonstrate.
I think this is going to be our major use case for all the audience here because I see many people, they use a cloud solution to share files, etc. among people. And if you're watching this for that, then pay attention, guys. We're going to demonstrate that exact feature that you're looking for.
Yeah, and this the greatest thing is that you don't have to care about the file sizes or anything. You don't have to wait for uploading it to some drive or anything. You can just directly give them access to one specific folder on your computer that can be accessed from anywhere. So Kanith is probably going to share another folder, and Yashwant is going to So that's how you share a folder. You just give it a name and say click on share folder, and you just pick the folder that you want to have, and you start sharing it the cast URL. So these buttons will give you the URLs. So once the URL is done, you can start casting, and that will be accessible. You can share that with your team, and public you can pick between, and there you go.
Even public as well.
Yeah, even public as well.
Wow, it's like a folder in your PC.
It's a folder in your PC that once you share it to the public, they can just access that with one link. And
this changes remote collaboration forever.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, guys, how far are you going to do with Google Drive, etc.? Because this is direct access into the person's PC's folder. You can give it to your client, etc. This is insane.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can see that the address bar, that's a public URL now. You can just see that the files are being shared.
Indeed.
Yeah, so those are the most primary use cases. And doing this, we have another really interesting use case, which is a remote desktop protocol, and we are calling it RDP. Yeah. So Windows supports this remote desk protocol. So basically, we have this one lonely computer sitting in our office right now, which is on, and we can connect to that now. And Yashwant is also gonna like demonstrate that. I think.
So, Yashwant, you can share your screen, and we can do that. All right. So I guess we just demonstrated that. So Yashwant, why don't you give us the link? I'm going to share my screen, the public link. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm just going to demonstrate how that works. So you can share it with me in the private chat, and I'm going to demonstrate how I will be accessing your folders live. I'm sitting in Bangalore, you are somewhere in Hyderabad. That's going to be great. And I'm going to share my screen right now. Please let me know if you can see my screen, Praneeth. And
yeah,
perfect. You can see my screen. Great. So
yeah, I can see
this
it
is the link I got. This is the CloudLAN link. I'm just going to click on enter, and this comes like an index of folder where I can access what's in the folder. So that I can see that there are 2 exe files here. I just have to click it, and it gets downloaded. It's on his system, guys, and it got downloaded into my own system. I can show it in my folder as well, which is insane. I can click on allow access, and then it gives me access. So this is the application in real time, guys. I just downloaded it, and that's how the collaboration feature works, basically. Great. So if you have any questions, guys, leave them in the comment section below, because we are about to answer every single question that you have, and we won't end the webinar until the questions are stopped, because this is a software that you require if you are working in teams, if you are sharing stuff between your teams, and if you're collaborating with different developers that are there in your teams, in front end, back end, etc. It makes it super easy to do it. All you have to do is just sign up, download the application for your Microsoft Windows or Linux or Mac OS, and then you're good to go. That's it. We also showed you how to redeem it. So if you have joined in late for the webinar, then you can watch the replay where we show you how you can redeem it. It's super easy. It's all, whenever you buy the code, the redeem instructions are sent with the code, so you don't have to worry about redemption. And we have a question from a Facebook user. I have 16 TB NAS and 3 TB capsule in my agency for storage. Can my team use your tool to access all the files remotely? That's a good question.
That's a great question, actually. I think either Yesh or Kanit would. I think it should be able to access, but on the limitations, I would say, Kanit will be able to answer that.
Yeah, so for sure, it's pretty easy to do that, actually.
Interesting. Yeah. Yes, you can access all the files remotely using this tool. I hope that answers your question. And we have the next question. Is the data or app that is getting forward is secure over HTTPS?
So for now, the public links are like normal HTTP, but in future, yeah, that it will be supported. Yes.
Okay. So right now, it's not HTTPS. we would like to clarify it live in the webinar, but we are rolling out an update, and that's going to be HTTPS. So you don't have to worry if it's unsecure or not. It's going to be HTTPS in the future.
Yeah. So the one thing I should point out is like the way we build this product is it's for only development purposes only. So we should not suggest you should. That's why we didn't add the HTTPS thing, because it's for development purposes only, not for sharing the production builds.
But guys, if a lot of requests that are coming in for adding HTTPS, we wouldn't mind adding HTTPS at all.
Sure.
And yes. And do we have any other questions, guys? Let us know right now, because we are all here to answer your questions about Simply5 CloudLAN, which removes network barriers for distributed teams like us, like you, like everyone who's watching this webinar, I'm sure. And we have more question. Will I get a URL of file to share with my client, just like Google Drive? Yes.
Yes.
And why don't we demonstrate it right now? I'm going to share the URL. Yash is going to give me the public URL that needs to be shared, and I'm going to share it right now. You can click it. You can open it in new tab. It's like you're our client. You can open it right now. Let's demonstrate and do it live to you. I'm going to be sharing, and one second, guys. I'm pasting the link. Copy link address, and then done. We have pasted it in the comment section, guys. You can access the link that is shared from Yash system, which is somewhere in Hyderabad. If you're watching it from the US or something, this is like thousands and thousands of kilometers apart. We are able to share files like this. So yes, you can share it with NAS, and you can also share this URL that you have it. It's freeze82.cloudlan.io. You have it in the comment section. You can watch it, and you can share it with your clients for sure. Why not? And that's what this tool is actually, built for, sharing files, and mainly for developers who want to, share their local host, etc. And we are getting another question from Bill. Can we use it for remote system diagnostic or system control?
Kenneth.
Kenneth, you're live and you can answer it.
Yeah. So for that, like we have a feature that we wanted to keep it later, but since this question came up, we have to get into that. So basically, we provide adding your servers into CloudLAN app. So basically, you can add your Raspberry Pi or services running on a servers that are on remote or everywhere that's running 24/7. You can add it on CloudLAN and access it remotely anywhere. So that's also a great feature. So using that, you can run this diagnostic system that you have, a sensitive control that you have on your servers in the AWS or anywhere, and you can keep it connected here. So you can access all the services that's running on AWS without any firewall config, nothing you need to do anything, just need to add it here, and it will work perfectly. So yeah, Yash is showing you the demo of adding a server. So you just need to copy the command that you need to add it on a server. That's it. You just have to paste it there. That's it. Everything is connected. Your server is connected to your CloudLAN app, and all the access services that's running on your server, you can access.
Perfect. Bill, I hope that answers your question. If not, let us know. We'll again explain it to you. And we have another question coming in from a Facebook user. Is there any limit or FUP on file data transfer?
Yeah, exactly. So we have on free rooms, we have some limits that Yash, can you open the sidebar? You can show that. Yeah. So this is a paid room that we get from the
PitchGround lifetime deal.
Unlimited data access, so you can almost unlimited. There's no limit to it, but on free rooms, yeah, there are limits. So around free room gives you 500 MB of sharing file.
Great. So if you're buying the lifetime deal, there is no limit. I hope that answers your question. And A says 5 users. Are those concurrent users or total users?
So they are all concurrent users. All 5 users can connect simultaneously. They can share as many services or files as they want. Great. Simultaneously.
Perfect. Mehul, I hope That answers your
Users,
question.
right?
Yep.
Just to clarify, the users that we say are the team members that you can add,
Yeah.
not the people who will be able to access the links.
Perfect.
So if it is a public link, like unlimited amount of people can access it as long as it doesn't break
Yes.
our servers. So
Yeah. So in order to access the private links that we call the team URL, you need to be connected to the app.
So at any given time, it's pretty clear. At any given time, there are only, if you're having a team of 5 members, then yes. But if it's a public generated link, anyone, I just posted it live in the comment section. Anyone from you guys can access it. There is no limit on that. Okay. And we are moving on to the next question. Bill says his question got answered. Thanks, Bill. And what is the bare minimum internet we need to use your platform? Sometimes our team will use mobile data in contingency. Remote work issues.
Yeah. So actually, there are no minimum limits to the internet. So basically, what CloudLAN does is the things that you're going to be accessing, it's just going to route your existing internet. So if you're accessing a link, the downloading of the link will depend on the internet. So there's no limit actually, but it will slow down the loading of the link on the browser.
But the ideal speed is 1 Mbps, which is like almost every data provider gives it.
Yeah.
So yes, every data provider has at least 5 to 6 Mbps connection. So ideal is 1 Mbps. That's all you need to get this done. Another question by Mehul is, how many servers can we add?
Yeah. So for that, so server feature is not released yet. So it's gonna be rolled out, and so for the paid plans, I think Yash has added it. For the so there are 3 deals in the PitchGround. So for the 99 deal and the 250 deals, we have 1 and 3 servers respectively. So 99 deal will give you 1 server to add, and the 245 deal will give you 3 servers. And other than that, if you have more requirements, you can always create a paid room from the app itself. Yash can show you that. So you can there on the paid room, you can have as many servers as you want, or as many users as you want.
Yes, Mehul, I hope that answers your question.
So in the deals, we have the limits mentioned. If you want to go beyond that, we can also accommodate that. But I don't think there is any limit imposed on the number of cells if it comes to the functionality.
Perfect. And we have another question, which is, can we add 50 users and 5 concurrent users use it?
So I'm gonna suppose that you're saying if you're saying add 50 users, you're saying adding 50 users to the team. Yes, you can do that, but you need to upgrade a plan for it. So for your for the limited deals, it supports 10 users, right? So you have to add more users to the plan. And concurrent users, yes, you can use if you're 5 people are connected to the app, 5 people can use it concurrently. Yes, and if it is public link, you can have millions of people access it simultaneously.
And I hope that answers the question, Mehul. And so on the deal, 1 room is 1 company or 1 client or organization. Is that right? The PitchGround deal?
Yeah,
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that is for every team you need to create 1 room. But depending upon the use case, you can use it a little differently. But I think from what I'm understanding from the question, 1 room is 1 company.
Perfect. Bill, hope that answers the question. And we have more questions that are here. Guys, bring them on. We are ready to answer every question that you have got regarding CloudLAN and Simply5. Because before investing in this tool, I want you to be sure of any question that you have. We want to provide you knowledge about this tool, and then you can make the decision if this tool is right for you, if this tool is right for your setup or not. Because for freelancers, this tool is definitely not for them. This is for teams, remote teams, distributed teams who want to collaborate. We have another question from Bill. It is, so if I have 5 clients, I would need 5 lifetime deals. Is that so?
depends on your use case actually. So if you want to share public links to the client, right? So you can share from one room only. But yeah, if you want to like keep them segregated, all the work, so you have to have 5 rooms.
Perfect. Perfect. And that hope that answers your question, Bill. You can share the public link with your client and he'll be able to
Yeah. So
access
I want
it.
to like pitch on something. You are saying like it's not useful for freelancers, but I would suggest like even freelancers can use it very effectively, because when freelancers work, they have to show their demos and everything, the progress that they have done. So they can use these public links to show their progress of the website if they are building, if any local service they're building. They can just share it to the client, the public link. So it's very easy for them also.
So I think this tool has multiple use cases, which is really interesting. I mean, if you're a freelance, say, let's say web designer, and you want to share it with your client or something, you can actually give them a public link and access to all the files. You can be a web designer or an app developer. You know, the use cases are endless. You tell us what kind of use case are you using it for, and we would love to know. We have some more questions coming in. Can I give restriction to public URL like expiry date or only with particular email ID or password?
So you cannot like give authentication for email and password, but expiry date you can anytime remove the services that you're casting. So even Yash can show you. Yash has been casting a public URL, right? He can just remove it and nobody will
Great.
have access to it. So I think the URL that you public URL that you posted in the comments, Yash will just block it. So I think you guys won't be able to access it.
So ultimately, the user has to block it. You can block it whenever you want to, and then the link would be blocked.
Yeah, exactly. It's up to you if you want to share it or not.
But if you want to, add an expiry or something, you can request the feature with the team.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
if they're getting more requests about the expiry feature, then why not?
Yeah, we are open for all kind of feature requests, and we'll probably accommodate that if there is enough demand.
Perfect. And any add-on options or just to buy an additional deal?
So I think I guess you are talking about the room question only.
PitchGround lifetime deal, yes.
Yeah. So even on PitchGround lifetime deals, you will have add-on options. So you can add like users, so we'll have per user cost, and you can add as many users as you want.
So in the deal page right now, what you see is what you get. I can share my screen quickly, and let me know once you can see my screen. Are you guys able to see the PitchGround link page?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we have 3 plans here, which is plan A, plan B, plan C. There are no particular add-ons to this plan that you can add because these plans are non-stackable as well. So if your team is small, like 5 users, you can definitely use the plan A. If your team is big, you can go for the 20 users, which is the plan C. And for 10 users, that is the plan B. So how many users do you have? Let us know.
Yeah,
And I'm going to be stop
uh,
my screen. And yeah.
Just to clarify, I think I'm noticing people use users as people who are accessing the public link. What we meant was like team members.
Yes. The public link can be accessed by any number of users, guys. So if you want to give it to your clients, it's all right. You can give same link to hundreds of your clients. For example, we gave the link to every person in this webinar and they could have accessed it. And right now, Alexander says the link provided doesn't work because we disabled the link from the features that we done. We can enable it again if you want to, because otherwise we're going to post some other link right now that you can access it. So Yeshwant, can you share me another link that people can access it? So basically, Yeshwant can share all his files and everything, and you guys can access it live wherever you are. So basically, unlimited people are accessing it. So I'm going to post it again. This time we won't kill the link. That's just for demonstration purposes. So the link has been posted on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever we are streaming it right now. And let us know if you can see the link. Alexander, the link would be working fine right now. It's this link, which is freeze82.cloudlan.io and 3314. Access it. Let me know what Yash is sharing with you. And we have another question, which is it possible to track the history? Like if 3 team members accessing the same file, which team members worked on which time?
That's great, actually. You can access and see the history. So we can share Yash's screen to see the history.
Perfect. So Yash, all you have to do is, the user wants to track the history of accessing the same file.
So I think there's some miscommunication here. So you cannot track the history of a file. I mean, you can just track the logs of the user who is using it actually. So if you what is happening is you are accessing the file directly from Yash's system, right? So you cannot edit the file and everything. You can just access it and download it. So you're not editing anything. So I don't think there's any scenario to maintain the history, right?
But okay, cool, got it. It's more like read-only file transfer protocol.
Exactly.
Got it. And Bill says the question is about workspaces to keep data separate and clean between companies. I totally get it, Bill. Your use case is a bit different, and that's why I guess you're opting for 5 LTDs.
Yeah, Bill. So if you have multiple clients and you want to segregate the data with different companies, I would suggest you go for multiple limited deals. You can show your companies they have separate rooms and all these things you can segregate.
Perfect. And if you want plan specific, you just reach out to us. Let's see if we can work out on that as well. You can reach out to the Simply5 team, or else you can message me. I'll connect you with the Simply5 team, and we can purely discuss on the feedback that you give us. And we have another question, that is video file sharing is available. You can share anything.
Yes,
my friend.
I think
not just video.
Share some video file.
I just just shared the software which I just installed on my system. Not just video. You can share any file that you can store on your computer, basically. So developers are sharing local hosts, etc. File sharing option be there anywhere. And Bill says, okay, awesome, Bill. We'll be awaiting your communication with us. And are there any questions, guys? Let us know in the comment section down below. We are ready to answer every question that you have. And to access the
Yash
deal.
has in the same link only, Yash has added a video file in the directory, the folder. So if you guys reload the page, you can see the video file in the same link.
Perfect. So this is the link, guys. To demonstrate the video file, you can definitely share and add your, not just video, any file for that matter. So that's the file that you got, and we can see 3 files. That's right. There could be anything. I hope that answers your question, Yusuf. Yes. Any more questions, guys? Let us know in the comment section down below, and we will answer all your questions. Or else, if you're joined in the middle of this webinar, then let us know, because we will share the link with you. The recording would be there on our PitchGround Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, everywhere, and you can access the webinar anytime. And you can always reach out to us, team Simply5 CloudLAN, team PitchGround, and we'll be there to answer every question that you have. So I guess no more questions. And with this, we come to the end of this session. We are clocking in 54 minutes on the clock, and we'll be ending this webinar in the next 60 seconds if there are no more questions. And that's right, guys. What Simply5 does, Simply5 removes network barriers for your remote teams with file sharing, or you want to share any single file, anything, etc. This is going to work. This Simply5 CloudLAN was originally built by the team to share it among themselves. They had faced issues when COVID hit all of us. So they built it for internal team sharing, internal, workflow. And then it's working great for them. And right now they're launching it on PitchGround. And that's why you can grab this deal right now at just $59 lifetime deal on the PitchGround website. We have one room, 5 users, unlimited CloudLAN data, and this is what you get. We have answered all the questions that you guys have. The internet speed has to be 1 Mbps ideal. That's it. And there you go. This is the sales page. You watch the webinar. Now it's up to you to decide if this product is right for you, because we are ready to answer any question that you have. So RTML protocol, does it support RTML protocol?
I'm not sure what is RTML protocol. I need to look it up. 1 second.
So it supports any kind of TCP protocol, that's for sure.
Yes.
But RTML, we're not sure. And thanks for the webinar. Looks cool. I'm glad, Salman, you like the tool. Test it out and let us know your own use cases, because I can see people from the comments. There are multiple use cases, multiple different use cases. Bill has a different use case for different clients, and a designer has a different use case who's joining in. And we have another question. So another use case, by the way. So let me explain a use case. If I'm designing a brochure, I use Illustrator. Great. I have a guy who worked on a concept design, another guy for flowing the content, another guy to create artwork. So can I track who worked on which time?
Yes. So basically, whenever someone connects to CloudLAN room, so we are tracking log of the users who are connecting and how much time you're connecting. So you can check which user connected at which time.
Perfect.
We can just see who connected to the CloudLAN at what time, but we cannot see who worked on what file exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's only like a sharing thing. You cannot edit files. You're just gonna download them.
I mean, I guess that's made for security purposes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And privacy. Great. And so RTML is basically real-time messaging protocol. I don't think there's a messaging.
Okay, so if you are I think WebSockets can be an example of RTML. So if you're running a WebSocket server, probably yes, you can access it with CloudLAN.
Perfect.
Yeah,
and
I mean, if you're running any server app, any web service, or any website, you can access it. You just need to add the port to the CloudLAN app. That's it. The port that's on which the service is running.
Yes. And Salman has a question. It seems as of now they use file transfer protocol. User need to download file and edit locally in case of file. I guess we won't be able to edit files simultaneously on the cloud.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Perfect. Salman, thanks for clarifying it. And another Facebook user says, awesome, this is a great tool for agency. Thank you so much, guys. We're glad that you like this tool, and I can't wait to see your use cases, what kind of use cases that you're using it on. You can share the use cases in the PitchGround Facebook group, and we would love to see what different use cases that you will be using it for. Because I can see here Illustrator designer, there is a client for Bill, and there's so many use cases, guys. Initially, it was built for developers, but it's up to you how you use the tool. It's up to you, because you are getting the lifetime deal. Let us know, and we would be glad to see different use cases and add them to our website, because we would love to feature you. Why not? If there are multiple use cases. And I guess there are no more questions right now. And that's it for this webinar. We're clocking in exact 1 hour. And guys, thank you so much for tuning into this webinar, watching this. And if you have any question whatsoever, you can always ask them in the group. Praneeth, everyone are in the Facebook group of PitchGround. I'll tag them, and they will be answering any question that you have. And that's Simply5 CloudLAN, guys. Cast your local web application services and files to your team or the world, just like how we did it live over CloudLAN with just the click of a button. Thank you so much for watching this webinar, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping, and see ya, guys.